Hello, hello, fairy adventurers. Welcome to the craft room. My name's Diane. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you've come here for our Fairy Wings and Forgotten Things collaboration. I know that the Fae have been hard at work in the craft room. Yes, we have. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide on your adventure today. Today's fairy item that we are using is something that creates movement. Now, to me, I interpreted that a couple of different ways. Movement on the paper or movement in the physical item. So I really enjoyed the simplicity of the movement on the paper, but I really like the complexity of the movement on the physical item. So anyways, let me back up just a tick. I want to thank all of the collaborators who have put forth their kits and their freebies for this collaboration. This is a lot of fun, and the kits were so many different styles, but this one really spoke to me for this first one. This is Absinthe Fairy by, oh Lord, Emily Designs. Sorry, Emily. Went right out of my head for a second there. I absolutely love this kit. The shades of green in here are amazing, and I want to show you the pages, but like, look at this pile of ephemera that I have cut out. Look at all this. There's a giant bottle. That's a pocket also. Cool, right? Labels and tags and circles and fairies and butterflies and... Okay, so we're just going to move that up there. And this envelope too. Pretty. Oh, sorry, there's a plane going over. Not the wings I was thinking about. So here's the pages of the kit. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, the style is just... I love it. I hope that the green is coming through my camera. Just love it. I love this page. And this wallpaper. Awesome. I think I'm going to actually use this for my tag backing today. Okay. So for the first thing, I wanted to do, you've seen this before, it's very simple, taking a paper doll and giving her wings. Then she becomes a fairy, and the wings can actually be attached so that they create movement. So you can use one of the butterflies from the kit, cut this apart, then put one on each side. But I recently got this new die at Michael's that I've been having fun with, and be careful, I did cut myself on that. It fell on the floor and I picked it up on the side and swoop, slice right there. So be careful with your craft supplies. It can hurt. It's not supposed to, but it can. So I cut out some wings in green, black, and then we did solid, or I also used some colored cardstock that I had that were pretty colors. So I want to do, I think I'm going to do these two with black filigree on the top. So the instructions with, well, there weren't really instructions with the die, but the pictures said that you fold these little tab things back and glue them together to give you the layered look. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Now, I'm not going to glue this wing down to this because I want to be able to have movement on it. So I'm going to have those together. And then how am I going to attach this to the back of this lady? I haven't really thought this all the way through. I just had the idea of using these wings to make movement and then put her on a tag. Okay. Oh, that's gorgeous too. I love the printed paper under there. So pretty. So maybe I won't fold them back. Maybe I'll fold them this way. So we can have it up behind her and then it can still move. Start really moving the way I want it to. You know what? we're gonna put her on a swing. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I've got it now, guys. I know where I'm going, probably, almost. So I hope you're all enjoying the adventure. I know that I have to go back and watch some of the videos, but every day there's been a collaborator showing a fairy token to go on your game board. Now the game board download is free. It is in Lottie's Magic Addicts Ko-fi shop. That'll be linked below. I'll also have this kit and the designer linked below. But there is an entire link tree of the designers, the participants, and all the cool things. I mean, if you're a fairy lover, I mean, you really just need to get in on that. It's a lot of fun. We're having a Professor Fernscribe is teaching us all about the Fae, so I think it'll be fun. Even if you're not down for fairies, there's some pretty cool crafting going on, so very interesting takes on that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on her back. And then I'm going to glue this side on. Okay. I'm going to try to make them kind of even there. Okay, she is cute. Isn't that our little fairy? So adorable. Alright, so now if I want her to swing, I need a bigger tag for her to swing on. Let me tell you what I mean by swing. I was thinking that if I had a double layered tag made out of an envelope, that I could layer a string or something like that, and then she could flow on it. So that's my idea in a nutshell for this. So I was thinking if I took one of these kind of envelopes, it doesn't matter if you start on the front or the back, whatever, and glued down some of this backing paper, I could cut out a tag and then cut the center and have her, yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's start gluing first. I always do this. I print my papers double-sided and then I'm like, oh, but I need to use the other. I'm going to glue it down. It's okay. The great thing about having the kits is you can always print it again. It's fine. Oh, and there goes my husband with the lawnmower. Isn't that great? He's decided to fix the lawnmower right outside the craft room window. Thanks, babe. Appreciate that. Actually, I really do appreciate him fixing the lawnmower. I just wish it wasn't so loud right outside the window. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to go out there and ask him to move his activities a little further away. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so here we are back. It sounds like he's moved along with the lawnmower. Thank you very much. So I've glued my backing paper onto my envelope and onto the back. I didn't glue it all the way across because I'm going to cut this anyway. You'll see, that's the next step. So I'm aware that this is not straight. I know I probably didn't cut it straight, and also I probably didn't glue it straight. But we're going to use the straight edge of our envelope to cut anyway. So that'll be our reference point. So what I'm going to do first is get out my cutter, and I'm going to slice the bottom of the envelope. I know that my papers come up that far, so I can cut it there. And, okay, I was going to say, and we'll use the scissors to finish it off, but it seems to have cut. And then we'll make sure that our tag is tall enough and swing. Okay, so we're going to go like right there, cut that off. Now you could save these little bits for backing other papers or whatever, that's fine. And now we have our front, and I want to make this as wide as possible to make sure I have a nice wide frame for my swing. There we go. Beautiful. So now we are left with, as soon as we put the cutting board away, we are left with this. Looks like a little booklet cover. And that's probably what it could be, but not today. Not today. We're doing something else. So we're going to make this into our swing for our little girl here. Whew. It's going to be very thin walls. My wings are too wide. How about we make another little girl? This one looks like she's actually sitting on a swing. That would be cute. And we'll use the other method. We'll take one of these butterflies. Look, there's so many butterflies with this kit. Look at them all. So cute. You got all these different sizes to choose from. So let's, maybe the medium one. Let's see. That's cute. We could do that side there. All right, I like it. So I'll find my scissors right where they belong. And I'm just going to cut the wings off of this guy. So sorry, little fairy, little butterfly. We're just going to have to use your wings. Okay, and then the other side. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I did actually get a cold this week. It's also Florida, so allergies are always in high gear. But this one is actually a cold. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. That'll give me a little more room for the frame of my swing. I think that will work much better with this nice little girl. Ew. Get that glop of glue off of there. So I hope you all are doing well. I heard other parts of the country the weather is actually beautiful. Of course in Florida it's September, it's hot. There's just no other way to say it. It's hot. And muggy and hot. I am excited though. Soon my son is coming down to Orlando and we're gonna go have some Orlando type fun. That's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for that. Step away from reality for a little bit. He likes the Halloween Horror Nights, so we'll go up there. I am not a fan of horror. I can't watch it or be a part of it, but paper crafting is okay. But that's about as far as I can go. All right, cute, cute. She looks so adorable. All right, so I am going to use, I have this big square punch that I'm going to use, but if you needed to, you could draw a rectangle and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife, but as you can see, I cut myself from just using one of these dudes, so I really shouldn't be using a razor blade. Not trusted with sharp objects, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see if I can use my square punch to line this up instead. Because you want to cut through both sides to make your shape nice and even. And bonus, now you have these cool squares to use that are already backed. And then we're gonna see if we can line that up with this. Because you know I need it to be taller. Cool, cool. All right. That's cool. Let's see if she fits or if we need one more square. Oh, she kind of fits, but we need a little more wiggle room. So let's do just a sliver more if we can press our luck. Come on, no whammies, no whammies. I'm gonna line it up the best we can, line it up. Okay, that's cool. We did a good job. Now we have all these extra pieces we can use too. So now we've got cluster bases. Yay, cluster bases! So you see where this is going, guys? She's going to sit in here and she's going to hang and she's going to swing. She's going to swing. Okay, I think I'm done with the punch. Alrighty, where are we? Here's my rope swings. Cut a couple pieces of this string. I have no idea what kind of string this is. It was just in a thrift store bag. Tan looking string. That's what I know. Alright, and we'll have this open, and then we can lay out our strings and get them going where we want them to. And then we'll have her. Now, you are going to be able to see the back of this on the back side, so we should probably do a little butterfly or something on the back. Maybe cover it with one of the backing papers once I get the strings on. Wonder if I should just put eyelets in there. No, I'm just going to glue the string down. I'm just going to glue it down. I don't want to make this so that it's too many supplies, you know. I want to make this accessible to people, but to still have an interesting tag that I haven't seen before. I'm sure other people have come up with this idea. I'm sure this isn't original, but this is my take on whatever this is. This is how I would do a swing. I've not seen any other videos of people doing it, so here we go. I'm going to lay my string down in there. And then we'll have this one down in there. And then let's find some cute little piece of ephemera to put on her back. Will the circle fit? It will, but it's going to kind of hang out over the edge. How about this butterfly? Yeah, that'll cover. Let's do this one. I like the butterfly. Just in case we decide not to cover the back of her, we'll at least have something pretty back there. And again, you're always free to take this basic idea and zhuzh it up your way. You know, you're probably yelling 16 solutions at me right now, but I can't hear you, so this is what we're going with right now. I'll probably think of something better when I'm in bed tonight after I posted this video. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the string here and here. Now you could go all fancy and like put a label for her to sit on, have the strings go to that, you know, you could get real fancy with this. And then we'll put her right here. Come on now, Diane. Make sure she's in the window. And we're going to glue this puppy closed with the strings in the middle. So that means we got to glue all the way around. It'll just be a thick tag. Let's take her out for a second. She's distracting me. I hope you guys find this craft easy and enjoyable. I hope I've explained well enough what my brain was thinking. Sometimes, you know, I don't get all the thoughts out, but I hope they came out this time because this is really cute. I had this thought a couple days ago and I was just like, oh, that would be so neat for movement. Okay, so we're going to put her in here. We're going to have the strings and close it. All right. We just make sure the frame gets nice and closed. There we go. And our girl is swinging. Look at her. Oh, that's so cute. All right, let me... Oh, we need some Midnight Garden. What are we going to put up here? What are we going to put up here? Another green butterfly. I didn't cut him out very well. Could put a mushroom. I don't know if I like the mushroom. A key. Maybe I'll just go with the label. Oh, this little bottle. That's kind of cute too. And that's not going to interfere with her swinging either. I'm going to put the bottle down here. And then, ooh, Arcane Botanica. That's interesting. We're going to keep the decoration simple. She is the focus. So let's keep it simple. That fingertip is really hurting. I really sliced the bejesus out of it. Oh, that hurts so bad. Be careful when you're picking your metal cutting dies up off the floor. The sides are sharp. That hurt. Okay, and we've got a label. Look at that. Okay, so if you stayed with me this long, thank you. I need to show you my fairy token. It is, of course, the item that adds movement, a fairy swing. So put this on your game board on day 8. And then when you have your game board filled, you'll take a picture and post it in the album on Lottie's Magic Attic. If you go over there, she has a great video explaining the entire challenge thing, but look at this. So we've got this little lady. She just got her wings, and they are moving. And I would just slide her in a pocket, just like that, and let her just be a paper doll in my journal. I do love how the printed cardstock peeks through these little lace overlays. That's pretty cool. And again, this was Recollections. I got this at Michael's. It was $6 or $7. It was not expensive, and they cut very well. Even yourself. And then we have this little girl who's swinging. Let me get her swinging. That's so much fun. Now I may go back and color the back, like use some of my inks and color this and this with a green, maybe a sage or something that I have over there. But I really think that is cute for a movement craft. So thanks again. I hope you're enjoying the collaboration with Fairy Wings and Forgotten Things. Go to Lottie's Magic Attic on Facebook. All the links are down below. Check out her video of how the collaboration works, how you can join. There's a ton of freebies. Every week they're releasing freebies every Sunday. So all of September this is going on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. I would really appreciate it. See what you think of this. Have you ever seen this before? I don't know. I haven't, so this just came out of my brain. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. My next day is the 19th, I think. Yes, I'm day 19 as well for fairy tokens. I may do a couple of other videos that don't show tokens, but today and the 19th are my token days. So once again, post your swing on day 8, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.